We begin in Southern California this morning, where the suspected gunman in Saturday's deadly attack on a synagogue will be arraigned Wednesday. He may face a hate crime charge in addition to homicide charges. One person was killed and 3 were injured. CBS's Laura Podesta reports.
Hundreds gathered in Poway, California last night to honor the victims of Saturday's deadly synagogue shooting.
We love you. We will stand with you now and forever.
One person was killed and 3 injured when a gunman opened fire in the middle of Sabbath service. 8-year-old Noya Dahan was hit with shrapnel during the attack.
She was wounded yesterday, and today she's here with us. This is bravery.
Her uncle, 34-year-old Almeg Peretz, was hit in the leg while helping children escape. 60-year-old Lori Gilbert Kay was killed.
Lori took the bullet for all of us. She died to protect all of us.
Rabbi Yisrael Goldstein was shot in the hands and lost an index finger.
It's going to remind me how vulnerable we are and also how heroic each one of us can be.
Shortly after the shooting, this is what he told his congregation.
We will not let anyone or anything take us down. Terrorism like this will not take us down.
San Diego Sheriff Bill Gore identified the shooter.
John Ernest, date of birth 6/8/99, age 19.
His semi-automatic rifle may have malfunctioned after firing several rounds. An off-duty Border Patrol agent attending the service fired at the shooter as he fled. Ernest later called 911 and surrendered in his car. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
And during a search of the suspect's home, police found what appears to be his manifesto posted hours earlier on social media. Police in Tennessee say a seventh body has been discovered following a 25-year-old's alleged massacre northeast of Nashville. Police say at least one person survived the killing spree and was able to call 911 to alert police. An hours-long manhunt led police to Michael Cummins. He was shot and wounded by police before being taken into custody. Police are not saying what relationship, if any, Cummins had to the victims, although there are reports he may have been related to at least some of them. Washington State is investigating 4 companies after 4 people were killed when a construction crane fell from a building on Saturday. The crane hit 6 cars and also injured 4 people. The building is set to be part of Google's new Seattle campus. And 5 men are recovering in hospitals after being rescued from a Virginia cave they were trapped in over the weekend. Heavy rain had saturated the cave, making it too slippery for them to make it out on their own. A 6th man was able to make it out early Sunday morning and went to get help. Closer to home, Billings police are investigating a woman's death after a body was found below the rim Sunday. A citizen called 911 around 5:30 Sunday evening when they discovered the body just north of Illinois Street and Henry Road. While the death is under investigation, authorities say there does not appear to be any suspicious activity. The police department announced in a tweet there is no threat to the public. Authorities say it's likely weather played a role in a deadly boating accident Sunday in Lewis and Clark County. 1 person is dead and 5 others were taken to the hospital after 2 boats capsized on Upper Holter Lake. The sheriff's office believes the small fishing boats were traveling close together when they capsized. Lewis and Clark Search and Rescue, the sheriff's water emergency team, and other emergency crews responded. The body of 1 male victim was recovered and 5 other people were rescued and taken to St. Peter's Health in Helena. Those 5 people are in stable condition. Deputies say wind and blowing snow made conditions extremely difficult. Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks will continue to investigate the incident, but again, authorities say it's likely weather played a role.
The conditions were obviously not the choice for anybody, either recreating or even to do what we do professionally, trying to do a rescue.
Authorities say there was also another boat nearby that was stranded against the rocks. Rescue crews were able to reach that boat and bring the people to safety. Now we go to Yellowstone National Park, where park officials are bracing for crowds this summer. That is, crowds of drones. MTN's John Shear reports that even though the machines are banned in the park, more are being spotted all the time.
You know, drones are getting better and cheaper all the time, and they're making some really impressive video that's popular on the social media sites.
Well, guys, you see that little speck right there? Well, that is a drone.
This drone was seen flying in Yellowstone in September of 2018 by Mike Sheldon, who confronted the drone's owner.
You are aware there is no flying the drones in the national park, right?
We showed this video to Yellowstone National Park spokesperson Morgan Worthen.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
But this is hardly the only time it happened in the past year.
So for 2018, we know of about 40 different incidents.
And Worthen readily admits that confirmed drone use is just a fraction of the suspected use.
Imagine being a visitor at Artist Point and observing a drone buzzing around while you're attempting to get your spectacular photo.
If you're caught flying a drone in Yellowstone, the consequences can be severe.
So I wound up paying $885.
Sean Duffy was visiting the park in 2015, the year after the drone ban took effect. He was tracked down by rangers after he posted his video online. He feels he was treated harshly.
I had no prior knowledge. The flight was uneventful.
But Duffy also says the judge listened to him and reduced the fine by $250.
A lot of these drones are foldable and small, and they're in the trunk, and the ranger isn't going to see them.
That's why professional pilot Steve White says he finds it easy to believe park officials when they say illegal drone use in Yellowstone is widespread and troubling.
Safety concerns for the park, for resources like, for instance, grizzly bears, and for visitors themselves.
We found more than half a dozen drone videos taken inside the park and posted within the past year. We found contact information for 2 of the posters, but received no replies.
We do have signs posted at the entrances. We also have information posted on our website. We include it in our newspaper that all visitors receive when they come into the park.
And the park is adding a no drones promise to the popular Yellowstone Pledge.
I would just like to take a moment and say thank you to you and to those on social media who are being stewards for Yellowstone.
Now, park officials tell us that the Yellowstone Pledge doesn't mean they want to turn park visitors into snitches and spies at all. They just want them to volunteer to help educate everyone about the rules concerning drones.
Obviously, you don't want to fly your drone in a national park area.
I'm John Shearer, and because drones are illegal in Yellowstone National Park, we're not there. Instead, we're in Highlight Canyon for MTN News.